Good morning, dear children. Today let's do lesson 2, the tsunami from Honeydew for class 8. This lesson is based on a true story. The lesson contains story of bravery and survival in the tsunami that occurred on 26 December 2004. The tsunami. You must have recently heard of Taute, Katrina. These are all basically cyclones which created havoc in some parts of our country, India. But tsunami is not a cyclone. It's different. Let's understand the term tsunami. The phenomenon we call tsunami is a series of large waves of extremely long wavelength and period generated by a violent, impulsive undersea disturbance or activity near the coast or in the ocean. When a sudden displacement of a large volume of water occurs, or if the sea floor is suddenly raised or dropped by an earthquake, big tsunami waves can be formed. The wave travel out of the area of origin and can be extremely dangerous and damaging when they reach the shore. The word tsunami is a Japanese word meaning harbor wave. Tsunami is sometimes referred as tidal waves. Let's check out the recent tsunami. On July 29, 2021 at 2 p.m. 8.2 magnitude earthquake strikes Alaskan Peninsula. The earthquake hit 91 kilometers southeast with a tsunami warning in effect for South Alaska and Alaskan Peninsula. Now let's begin with the chapter. Before you read, look at the map of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands given here. Now let's see the actual location of Andaman and Nicobar Islands and some facts about it. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, located in the east of Indian mainland geographically, float in splendid isolation in the Bay of Bengal. It's a union territory of India and its capital is Port Blair. Andaman and Nicobar comprises of 572 islands. How many? 572 islands, of which only 37 islands are inhabited. Now let's see the map once again. Andaman and Nicobar Island is situated between 6 degree and 14 degree north latitude. You can see 10 degree is shown here. And 92 degree and 94 degree east longitude. You can see 92 degree here on this line. So this is latitude and longitude on which Andaman and Nicobar lies. So now let's study Andaman's and Nicobar island map once again. Here is your North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman. This is the capital, Port Blair, Andaman Sea, Little Andaman. This is all about Andaman Islands. And here are the Nicobar Islands, Car Nicobar, Tarasa, Non-Kauri, Kachal, Little Nicobar and Great Nicobar. And the story that is narrated here in part 1 is from Kachal. Here you can see another timeline that is given from 0 to 100 kilometer and in between it is showing 70 miles. And this is your continent of Asia. Here lies India and the arrow that is pointing towards the blue dot is your Andaman and Nicobar Island. Once again, check the location of Andaman Nicobar in comparison to India map. This is your map of India and here in the Bay of Bengal, here you can see the isolated Andaman and Nicobar Islands floating freely in Bay of Bengal. After studying the map, now read the sentences below. Rewrite the correct ones after correcting the mistakes. You can do this in the book itself with pencil. First one, Kachal is an island. Yes, that's true. Kachal is one of the islands of Andaman and Nicobar. You can see here. It is part of the Andaman group. Is Kachal part of Andaman group? No, it is part of Nicobar group of islands. Nancowry is an island in the Nicobar group. Is Nancowry part of Nicobar Islands? Yes, it is true. Number 4, Kachal and Nancowry are more than 100 miles apart. Hint, the scale of the map is given. Here is a scale of the map which is given 0 to 100 kilometer it is given, but actually it is located. The distance between Kachal and Nancowry is 70 miles. So you can cut here 100 miles. In place of that, you can write down 70 miles. The statement was false. Number 5, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. Are they west of India? No, they are in the east of India. They are at the east of India. So the statement is false. Cut west and you can write down east of India. Number 6, the Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Islands. Is Nicobar Island at the north of the Andaman? No, it is at the south of Andaman Islands. So cut here north again, as this is a false statement, and write down south. Now turn to page number 25 and let's start reading the chapter. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. The 2004 tsunami was the deadliest of the tsunami ever, and it was responsible for taking lives of more than 150,000 people from the southeastern countries. In India, as it is said, it hit parts of India, and the part which was affected was Tamil Nadu coast and Andaman and Nicobar Island, killing more than 6,000 people. So let's read the story of courage and survival. Part 1. These stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. What is this archipelago? Archipelago is basically a group of mini islands and the surrounding sea, that is called archipelago. As you have seen, how many islands are there in Andaman and Nicobar? It is 572 islands comprised together to form Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and out of that only 37 islands are inhabited. Okay, so first part contains the story from Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. You can see the location of Kachal, it's here, and this is part of Nicobar Island. His wife woke up at 6 a.m. because she felt the earthquake early in the morning, that is at 6 a.m. His wife sensed that there is some tremor, there is some earthquake. That's why she just woke up from her sleep, and Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. What Ignatius did when he also sensed there is going to be an earthquake, immediately he lifted his television from the table and put it on the floor so that when the table shakes, the television doesn't fall down and break. Just he was saving his television. Then the family rushed out of the house. So what we do when we sense an earthquake? we immediately evacuate our homes, right? We try to rush out of the home so that if the house collapses, we are still safe. So this family also did the same. They just rushed out of the house. When the tremor stopped, they saw the sea rising. What is tremor? A slight shake. Earth tremors means the earth shakes during the earthquake. Okay, so when they rushed out of their house, as this is an island, so sea was near to their house. They saw the sea was rising. In the chaos and confusion, by seeing the rise of the sea, they got scared. There was chaos and confusion. What is chaos? Complete disorder or confusion. Two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. Two of his children took help, or for protection they held hands of their mother's father and mother's brother, and they ran towards the opposite direction. He never saw them again. What does this mean? That they lost life in this tsunami. His wife was also swept away. That means even his wife lost her life in the tsunami. She was also swept away by the wave of the sea. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. So how many children were saved? Three of the children who took support or who took refuge in the father were saved. So how many members were there in the family? Ignatius himself, his wife. 5 children. His wife's father and his wife's brother. Total 9 members were there. Out of this, only 4 people are saved. 5 people lost their life in the tsunami. Now, this is the second story of survival from Andaman and Nicobar Island. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Kachal Island of Nicobar group of islands. So Sanjeev was also residing in Kachal as Ignatius was, and Kachal is part of Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. So Sanjeev succeeded in saving himself, his wife and baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. So that time he heard the cries for help from the wife of John. And who was John? John was a cook of guest house which was nearby Sanjeev's house. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. Sanjeev immediately jumped into the water to rescue John's wife, but both of them could not survive. Both of them were swept away by the tsunami wave. These waves are so strong and dangerous that it is very difficult to escape once you are trapped in the wave. It is impossible to save from that wave. Next story, that is third story from Andaman Nicobar Island. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door. So 13-year-old Meghna was 13-year-old. She was swept away with her parents and 77 other people from her area. But by chance she got a piece of log. Okay, that was a wooden door was there floating in the sea. So she managed to climb on that wooden door and she spent 2 days floating in the sea. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead. What is a relief helicopter? Helicopters bringing help to people. That is during floods. So you can see here the helicopter hovering over the sea. So she saw 11 times the relief helicopters, but those people could not focus on her. They could not locate her, that somebody is floating on the sea, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. What is daze? Unable to think or react properly. So after 2 days she was brought to the shore by a wave only, and she was found walking on the seashore in a confused state. Almas Javed was 10 years old. This is the fourth story from Andaman and Nicobar. So this child is 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. So this child lived in Port Blair and she studied in Carmel Convent School, and her father had a petrol pump. Her mother, Rahila's home was in Nancoway Island. Nancoway, where is Nancoway? It is part of Nicobar Island, and they are in Port Blair, that is part of Andaman Island. So her mother belonged to Nancoway of Nicobar Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. So this family had gone from Port Blair to Nancoway of Nicobar Island for celebrating Christmas. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. So when this tremors, that is earthquake, came early in the morning, the family was fast asleep. Alma's father saw the sea water recede, but somehow Alma's father got out of sleep, and when he came out and observed the sea, he saw the water receding. What is recede? Move back from where it was. Okay, so when he saw the sea receding, moving back from its place, he understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. So immediately he had the intuition, the water that is receding will come back to the shore with much more force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. So he went inside the house. Immediately he woke everybody who was sleeping in the house, and he tried to rush them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. As they were running out of the house towards a safer place, her grandfather got hurt on his head and he just fell down on the ground. Her father rushed to help him. Her father, that is Almas Javed's father, rushed to help his father. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. And that moment itself, the giant wave came, tsunami wave came, and it swept both of them away. Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out to her. Alma was standing alone, and she saw her mother and her aunt. They cling to the leaf of a coconut tree to protect themselves from this wave. Okay, and these two people were calling Alma to come towards them so that she could be saved and she could also cling to that coconut tree. A wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. And that time the second wave came and it uprooted the tree itself, and along with the tree, Alma's mother and Alma's aunt got washed away. Almas saw a log of wood floating, and that moment Almas saw one log of wood which was floating on the sea, on the top of the water. She climbed on it. Then she fainted. She climbed on that floating log. As you know, log or wood is light and it does not sink in the water. So she managed to climb on top of that log and immediately she fainted. She lost her consciousness. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Camorta. When she gained her conscious back, she found herself in a hospital in Cambodia. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. You can see Port Blair is here where the residence was. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Traumatized means greatly shocked and distressed. You can see this wave took away all the family members of Alma's. Her father, her mother, her aunt, her grandfather, everybody were washed out in the tsunami. And this girl was greatly shocked and distressed, and she did not want to talk about this incident to anyone. So with this, the story from Andaman Nicobar is over. Now in the second and third part, we will take up stories of survival from Thailand and the coastal region of Tamil Nadu. Thank you.